come back and watch it just in case you need to. Come on, recording. Not sure why it's taking so long. Okay, there we go. All right, so here we go. Transformations. You should have talked about that at the end of in 8th grade, I believe, where you did like the transformation just means a change in the size or shape of a figure. You got different types of transformations, translations, reflections, rotations, dilations. Today, just focusing on translations, all right? This is the only one we're looking at today is this one. It should be kind of a review. So translations just shift a figure left, right, up or down, or a combination of the two things. And you should have maybe just talked about it, shifted left, it shifted right, up 3, down 2, kind of whatever. It just depends on how much y'all went into it last year. But you can write rules for transformations. On the practice I'm giving you, you're not having to write the rule. I'm going to talk about that a little more next week. But basically, right here in the middle, you see like this plus sign that's underlined in between. That's plus or minus again. So that's all that's saying. So if you add to the X value, the figure moves to the right. If you subtract from the X value, the figure moves left. And if you add to the Y value, the figure moves up. If you subtract from the Y value, the figure moves down, all right? So that's just like the basic stuff there. And really, this is just going over practice things because like I said, it's a 5-question assignment on USA Test Prep. It's not that long. So here you go. We want to translate this figure to the right. The first one, number 1. If we want to translate this figure to the right, we would just move all these figures to the right 3. So I'm here, I'm moving over 1, 2, 3. I put a dot there, right? I'm here, I'm moving over 1, 2, 3. Oops, come on. I'm here, I'm moving over 1, 2, 3. And I'm here, I'm moving over 1, 2, 3. And then you would just connect those dots. Mine aren't gonna look that great because this is on the computer, but you get what I mean. Oh goodness, I'm all off the figure. All right. So the figure translated 3 units to the right, okay? If translated 3 units to the right. All right, so this is my translated figure here, 3 units to the right. Okay. And all right, so move 3 units to the right. And sometimes it'll ask you what's the rule, right? So basically, this is how we will write the rule. I will always have X, comma, Y, an arrow, and the figure moved to the right. So it moves to the right 3. So if I go back up here and look at these rules right here, it says if you add to the X value, it moves to the right, all right? So basically, we're just going to take this, and in parentheses, we're going to add to our X value. We're going to add 3 because it said move 3 to the right. Okay. And then it didn't say move up or down. So I don't do anything to Y. So I just write comma Y. And that would be the rule. Any questions about that one? We're only going to do like 2, 3 examples. Any questions on that one? And you can just type in the chat, y'all, if you don't want to say anything verbally. USA Test Prep is where the assignment is. Okay. All right, I'm going to do another one. So this one says move right 2 and down 3. So I'm going to move each dot over to the right 2. And when I go to right 2, I'm going to move down 1, 2, 3. So my first dot is actually on the Y-axis this time. Okay, on this one, I'm moving right 2, down 1, 2, 3. Okay. Get another color pen so I can see them better. All right. Okay, on this one, moving right 2, down 1, 2, 3. And then on this one, I'm moving right 2, down 1, 2, and 3. All right, so then we just connecting those points together for our picture, for our figure. And I moved around. And on your assignments, you don't have to draw the figure. It's just mainly asking you, like what happened to it and what would the new coordinates be if you moved it a certain direction, okay? So we were to write the rule for this one. I'm going to do X comma Y. My arrow. It said X moved right 2. So because X moved to the right 2, I'm going to add 2 to X for each X value. And then it said Y went down 3. Well, when you go down for the Y value, if you subtract, that means the figure moves down. So my Y value moved down. So I'm going to do Y minus 3 because it went down 3. Okay. Any questions on that one? Yeah, Shane, exactly Y minus 3. All right. We understand that one? Okay, yes. Okay, anybody else? Yes, I got Shane. Anybody else? All right, Kelsey, got you. Okay. All right, I'm going to do one more, y'all, and then you're good to go. Okay. So the last one I'm going to do is going to be, we'll do number 5 right here. All right, so same thing, moving left 4 this time and down 5. So I'm moving to the left, so pay attention when you're looking down, you pay attention to what it says you're doing. So I'm moving to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4. So my new dot's here. No, it's not, because it said move down 5, right? So I'm moving to the left 4. So I move over 1, 2, 3, 4, and down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my dot's here. I'm moving 1, 2, 3, 4, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And y'all, it doesn't matter what order you move the dots or move the points over, as long as you just move them all. So I'm going over 1, 2, 3, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then last one, I'm going over 1, 2, 3, 4, down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. And then we just connect your dots for the figure. I'm just going to do it in green because that blue didn't really show up that well. And y'all, when you go to geometry next year, your geometry class, this is the first unit you're going to do, all right? Translations, reflections, rotations, all that stuff. And that's something you talked about in middle school. So that's why I'm introducing it now for those who came in a little later. So I'm going to write the rule is X comma Y, arrow. It said it moved left 4. Okay, so the X values move to the left 4. So I'm going to subtract from X this time because when you move left, you move to the left, you subtract from the X value. Okay. So I'm going to have X minus 4. And then it said it moved down 5, right? So then it would be Y minus 5. Okay. And that's all you're doing today on the assignment. Like I said, it's just 5 questions. I gave you 2 attempts, I think, on it. So basically, it's going to ask you, it translated the figure, how many, what are the new coordinates? If it moved it, let's say up 2, down 3, and they give you the coordinates in the assignment. And like I said, it's 5 quick questions, y'all. 2 attempts. It should be really, really simple. And it's on USA Test Prep already. Anybody have any questions about the stuff I showed you with translations? And if you don't, that's okay. This should be a real quick assignment. Like I said, it's not anything too in-depth. 5 quick questions. You can go and get that in, and I can go ahead and get that in the grade book as well. your projects. I know some of you just finished up. So if you're finishing up, I mean, not just finished up, but you turned it in because you had some technical difficulties last week, I'm getting those in the grade book today. All right. So if you don't have any questions, y'all, that's it. Thanks for coming. All right.